Shalom Yasharallah, giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah to his glorious and holy name. As always, I'm going to start off with Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by YAHAWASHI. Give me thanks to the Most High and the Father by YAHAWASHI. So, I want to go over the laws today. I want to go over the Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter. It's a very powerful chapter. And we're going to start the first verse. So now, these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments, which the Most High, your power, yours a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership, commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. So he's telling us these are the commandments that the Most High told us we're supposed to follow. Look at Deuteronomy 12:1. He said it there, right? Deuteronomy 12:1. These are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do. Not just here. We say observe to do in the land which the Most High power of thy fathers giveth thee to possess it, all the days that ye live upon the earth. Hear that? All the days that we live upon the earth. Right? So it's going back to the same thing he told us in Deuteronomy 6:1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Most High, your power, commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. Who's it talking to? How do you find that out? Go to Deuteronomy 1:1. Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel, the Israelites, on this side of Jordan in the wilderness. You see? So these words are talking to we, the Israelites. Now, it's telling us, now these are the commandments in Deuteronomy 6:1, the statutes and the judgments which the Most High, your power, commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. So we had to learn by being taught the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments of the Most High, which are still the laws. Because a lot of you try and look at the commandments different than the laws. Let's look at Proverbs 3:1 to see if that's true. Hold that. You can put a marker in Deuteronomy 6 chapter. We're going to be precepting that. What the Most High told us as the Israelites during that time. Proverbs 3:1. My son, forget not my law. We would say, my son, forget not my law. This would say, but let thine heart, your mind, keep my commandments. See? You see that go together? Laws and commandments, same thing. My son, forget not my law. It's the Most High's laws. But let thine heart keep my commandments. Keep his commandments. And what's going to bring to you? For a length of days, to live a long time. And long life, it said. And peace. The commandments going to bring peace. Shall they add to thee? See? So, he's telling us. Deuteronomy 6:1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes and judgments, and the judgments, which the Most High, your power, commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it. Right? Now look at in the Apocrypha, in Baruch, the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. It didn't change. We just get understanding to the precepts when it says, this is the book of the commandments of the Most High. Right? It says it's the book of the commandments of the Most High. Then it says, and the law. Like I say, the commandments and the law are the same. And the law that endure forever. Forever. Including where we at now. In the time period we in now. All they that keep it, all they that keep the commandments and the laws of the Most High, shall come to life. Shall come to this everlasting life that we're hoping that we'll be worthy to be able to be in. But such as leave it shall die. Shall die. He said, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of the commandments and the laws of the Most High. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. So if you're not walking in the presence of the light of keeping the commandments of the Most High, you're walking in what? Darkness. Ignorance, not knowing. That thou mayest be illuminated. See? All illumination in this world is not necessarily this illumination that he's talking about. You can be illuminated by keeping the law, such commandments of the Most High. But when you do opposite, this world will make you be illuminated in wickedness and evil. Because they're not following the law, such commandments of the Most High. He said, turn, O Jacob, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of the Most High's laws and his commandments. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. See? So if we do what he say do, his rules and regulations, we have opportunity to see everlasting life. Everlasting life. But if we don't, then you got that hell fire coming to you. You come with fire, what do you think? People going to be able to escape it by not doing what he say do? You can't escape the law of the land. The Most High have more mercy than they do. So they have no mercy on us. Going back to Deuteronomy 6 and 2. That thou mightest fear the Most High thy power, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged, like we just read in Proverbs 3 and 1. For length of days and long life, keeping the commandments and the laws of the Most High, that thy days may be prolonged, he said. Look at Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What's the first thing to say? Fear the Most High. That means be afraid. Be scared of the Most High. That's what fear means. Because I remember asking a few times, and people had all kind of explanations of what fear means, except for to be afraid and be scared of him. Ask a young man, teenager, what does fear the Most High mean? Be afraid of him, be scared of him. Nobody said that. But he knew. He had to do it twice. You know what? Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. Say, be afraid of him. And keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man, right? Let me give you a reason why you should fear him. I'll give you a good example. I ain't been there a few times in a little while. Let's see what he says concerning him. You know, Hebrews 10 and 31 says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power, right? So now, right, it says fear the Most High and keep his commandments. So this is the whole duty of man, right? Let me give you a reason why you should fear him. He don't tell you within this chapter, but keep this in mind. This is Ezekiel 22 and 20. I'll give you a little time to get there, because I want you to be able to look at this yourself. A lot of times y'all probably just be listening to me. I'll be moving. So I want you to get that scripture. Ezekiel 22 and 20. Ezekiel 22 and 20. It says, as they gather silver. We hear because the Most High said, fear him. Be afraid of him. Be scared of him. He said, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Fear the Most High, y'all. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know, and ye shall know, and ye shall know, without a shadow of a doubt, that I, the Most High Power, have poured out my fury upon you. See, you don't want that to happen? Look, Deuteronomy 4:24. Deuteronomy 4:24. You don't want this to happen to you. But you want to be hard-headed and stiff-necked and for the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, thy power, your power, Yasharallah, Israelites, is a consuming fire. Just like he just said, I'm going to melt you. He's a consuming fire, even a jealous power. See? Not only that, he says he's a jealous power, he's a consuming fire, right? Man, y'all better recognize. A lot of people, I mean, why did I teach them this? Exodus 34 and 14. Why are they teaching this? But thou shalt worship no other power. They say God there, that's dog spelled backwards. Europeans created that word. Look it up. God, which is dog spelled backwards. That's why I'm saying power. Thou shalt worship no other power. For the Most High, whose name is jealous. Hear that? Whose name is jealous. It's a jealous power. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 10. Oh yeah, we're going to bring it in this word. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 10. For the ear of jealousy heareth all things. Hear that? Most High's ears of jealousy heareth all things. And the noise of murmurings is not hid. All you talking stuff behind, thinking you talking behind his back, he say, murmuring, talking, making noise is not hid from the Most High. Therefore beware of murmuring, which is unprofitable. And refrain your tongue, that's what you're saying, from backbiting. There is no word so secret that shall go for naught. There's no word so secret that you saying that's going to go for nothing, he's saying. In the mouth that barely slayeth the soul. So, keep this in mind. It's very, very important. Ecclesiasticus 23 and 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. Some people, some men, they fear man more than they do the Most High. And know if not, they don't know this, that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. We can't even look at the sun, but 10,000 times brighter than that? Beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts, everything you think you're doing. Most High see all the secret things you're doing and think you're getting away with it. And what do? Once you see these secret things, Amos, the 3rd chapter, and let's see what he does. Once he see these secret things, then verse 7, Amos 3:7 says, surely the Most High Power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. See that? He revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Look at the book of Nahum. Verse, the 1st chapter, the 2nd and 3rd verse. The Most High is jealous. Hear that? Is that your power? The Most High is jealous. He said his name is jealous. And the Most High revenges. He revenges. The Most High revenges. See, he said it twice. Most High speak once, said twice. The Most High is jealous. The Most High revenges. The Most High revenges. And is furious. He said, I'm going to melt you. You ain't going to be afraid of that? The Most High will take vengeance on his adversaries. All you that go against his laws, statutes, commandments. You become the adversaries, the enemies of the Most High. And he reserveth wrath for his enemies. Hear that? He reserving wrath for his enemies. So he have enemies. The Most High is slow to anger. Just because his anger ain't roused up on you as of yet. He said he's slow to anger. And great in power. Ain't no power but the Most High. It will not at all acquit the wicked. We ain't getting away with nothing, y'all. That's what he's telling you. You ain't getting away with nothing. He will not at all acquit the wicked. The Most High has his way in the whirlwind, in the tornado, the hurricanes, in the flying saucers, as they call them, and in the storms. A storm, he's there in the storm. And the clouds are the dust of his feet. See? You keep on reading now, I tell you, hey, he do all these things, man. That's what we're talking about. That's why it behooves you to hear what it's saying and change. Let your spirit be born again. Let your mind be born again. To change from the way you've been taught to think. Deuteronomy 6:2 again. That thou mightest fear the Most High thy power from all the things that was been presented to you, why you should fear him. And then some. Look, let me get one more. Of Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. Oh, here we go. Here. Okay, now look at Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. Let's start at verse 26. And above the firmament, he's having a vision. That was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it, right? And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it. From the appearance of his loins even upward, he's seeing the Messiah on his throne in the vision, through telephony, because nobody ever seen the Most High. Understand this. But through telephony, he'll allow you to, see him in a bodily form. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire round about within it. From the appearance of his loins even upward, fire from his loins even upward. And from the appearance of his loins even downward, fire from his loins even downward. But remember, he's seeing the appearance of a man on his throne, upon it, right? Upon his throne. He's seeing fire from his waist up and fire from his waist down. It says, as the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain, a rainbow, many colors, so is the appearance of the brightness round about. That rainbow was all around the throne. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Most High. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake, which is an angel, spirit, see? So, that should be enough to allow you to fear the Most High. Be afraid, be scared of him. When he says his name is jealous, he says he's a consuming fire. You touch fire, you get burned, y'all. He say he's going to burn you up like he burned silver and all those metals in the furnace to melt you. That's why we have to do what he say do. His rules and regulations. Back to Deuteronomy 6:2. That thou mightest fear the Most High thy power, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. So when you do these commandments, your days could be prolonged. But if you don't, then your days could be cut short. Verse 3. Hear therefore, O Israel. So it's just talking to the Israelites, we the Israelites. And observe to do it, that it may be well with thee. Hear that? Do these commandments that it might be well with us. And that ye may increase mightily, as the Most High power of thy fathers have promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. See? He say, do this, and he's going to increase us mightily. So if you do this, you're going to be righteous. You're going to be following what he wants us to do. That's the will of the Most High. Here it says, hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it. That's the will of the Most High, to do his commandments and his laws, and statutes and judgments. And that ye may increase mightily, see? And that's what in the kingdom, look. Let's go to the kingdom and show you how we're going to be in the kingdom and how we're going to increase mightily, as he's saying there. Go to Isaiah, the 60th chapter, and verse 21. This is what it says. Thy people also in the kingdom shall be all righteous. You see? They shall inherit the land forever. That's everlasting life. But the only ones going to be in this kingdom are those that are righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planet. The Most High going to do this. The branch of my planet, he said. The work of my hands, that I may be glorified. So don't let nobody tell you to come here, just the kingdom of heaven. No. The Most High said he going to plant you there. The planting of the Most High, that he may be glorified. This is what it said. Remember it said, in verse 3 of Deuteronomy 6 chapter, that ye may increase mightily, right? As the Most High thy power, the Most High power of thy fathers have promised thee, right? So let's look at what he say. Once he put us in our land, in the kingdom, say a little one shall become, this is Isaiah 60 and 22, a little one shall become 1,000. We're going to increase mightily by being righteous. A little one shall become 1,000. And a small one, a strong nation. Say, I, the Most High, will hasten it in his time. He's going to do this in his time. But he the one's going to plant us into our own land. 2 Samuel 7 and 10. 2 Samuel 7 and 10. And by following his commandments, he said a little one going to bring forth 1,000 children. The small one, a strong nation. He said, 2 Samuel 7 and 10, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people, Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. He said, we ain't going to move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness. And you know, Job 9:24 says, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And all the gods of the nations are idols. So he says, neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time. Hallelujah. Straight up. Let you know. Ain't gonna be no remembrance of them. We don't have no remembrance of this. Most High will, if we make it to the kingdom, we ain't gonna no remembrance of this. It'll be just like they never existed. The wicked are gonna be just like they never existed. So going back to Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter. Verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our power is one power. YAHAWASHI. Yeah. The Most High power is one power. Do y'all realize this is the first of all the commandments right here? The first of all the commandments. So how anybody gonna say they keeping the commandments? That's why they say we not under the law. Many reasons why they can say we not under the law. But that's the first of all the commandments. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me see. Hold on, let me find it. Just a moment.